Hey guys, this is Lorenzo, and in this video I'll be sharing with you my first clear of Legend Cayenne, which I just completed today. The reason for that is because I feel like I lack 2 or 3 of the characters I've seen in many comps. Those include Gala Shell, Gala Alex, as well as Linnea. Luckily, during the Persona banner, I was able to pull Joker, and recently I've seen Vida can clear that overdrive bar from Berserk mode pretty easily, so I decided to give it a try. I've seen other comps where they use Delphi instead of Vida, and they were able to clear. I also seen comps where they use Veronica and Belina, but I find that very difficult during Berserk phase. So without further ado, here is the video. Okay, so during the first part, I'm gonna dodge his slam attack. I walk to the side with Patia, and then I transform to Ramiel so that I can get the debuff. And then I instantly switch to Joker, and then I use Arsene. And then afterwards, I use skill 3 for the dagger skill, and then I use skill 1 because if you do it the other way, sometimes the skill 1 kind of misses the attack. I'm just gonna spam skill 2 now, and then continue to attack. One hint that I got from Last Romeo was don't toggle the shadow dagger Agito skill, so otherwise you'll lose a bunch of damage there. The AI, when I switch from a different character, may toggle it, but you just have to switch it back. So I'm just dodging his whirlwind attack, and then afterwards just spam my skills. And then he's going to use the Adamantium shield, so I'm going to move back and then charge up my force attack to phase 2 so that I can remove that shield. And then the nice thing about Joker is that he can like go from the end of the screen. As long as he's targeting the boss, he will snap back to him. So I just summon Arsene to iframe some of his whirlwind attacks, and then I'm just going to spam some skills. And then I'm going to roll to iframe some of those attacks, so the red zones can be iframed, the iframe as in invincibility frames. And then I've spammed some of my skills again. Also, another thing that I noted is, or I got pointers from Last Romeo, was undragoning when you have no skills, so that you can charge up that dragon bar back or dragon drive bar back. So right here, I got into phase 2 within 2 minutes. After that, I will transform to Ramiel to get another debuff while he's in the second phase. So I don't actually have to use the skill, I just switch characters, but so that the AI uses it. But I think if the AI uses it with the Adamantium shield on, it would be wasted. You can actually tell that he has the debuff on when you look at the top of Cayenne's health bar, and you can see that the status there. Right now he's going to do the universal annihilation, and it will it's the red one, so you should stay inside the circle. Now it's the purple one, so you go outside of the circle, and then I think it's safe to transform, and then I just roll to iframe it, and then just spam skills to iframe as well. And then here I will it's the shadow axiom, so it's at the bottom, so I stay kind of in the top or on the side, and then kind of roll to dodge that, because the thing is, my Joker does not have healing double buff, so I don't actually want Joker to get hurt past the shield. I go outside of that shield, outside of that zone, so that I can actually get the strength. Or I just get rid of the skills, but my strength remains the same. I switch to Vida, and then I just spam some Force Strike, because Vida's Force Strike gets rid of the overdrive bar pretty fast. So, yeah, and then now that he broke, then I just kind of charge up my skills. So this is going to leave one of those like markers there. So I just move Joker out of the way so that the marker doesn't stay in an area that I can get hurt. And then here, I'm just going to so I usually clear in this order. I clear the bottom one first, and then I clear the top one, and then and then afterward I try to lure him to the side or the bottom so that he doesn't touch the red one. So right here I lure him to the top so that I can actually clear the red supreme sphere. And then right here, just dodging and then trying to bait him to stay in the same spot so we can do more damage. But sometimes they just eventually target another AI. I think it targets the Vida, so it moves to the other direction. Now it targets Joker again to move back to the bottom. And then I just spam some of the skills. Okay, I see that this is the one that takes the whole area. Sometimes you gotta be careful because usually right after this, he does the Cataclysm move, and you don't want to be at the very end of the screen. You want to make sure that Grace is the one that gets targeted. So here again, I switch to Vida, and then I switch back to Joker, and then I think here he is, yeah, he's doing circular dualism, and then this is the whole area one. So I go to the back. Okay, again, you got to be careful with Joker because if you accidentally tap attack, you might just snap back into that circle, and that's kind of where I keep dying sometimes too. So that's the red one, so I stay inside, and yeah, seems to be doing okay so far. This is just the inside, so try not to go in the circle and don't tap. I just charge the Force Strike and then snap back in. Sometimes I accidentally tap the Force Strike, well, not Force Strike, I try to Force Strike and then I end up tapping. So he's gonna throw somebody there. You want to avoid getting hit by the purple because I remember getting hit once, and it basically took Joker down to like 75% health or less without the life shield. He gets rid of the life shield, so I'm just rolling to dodge his attacks, spamming some skills. Luckily, I was able to get in range. I want to move outside so I can do more damage, lose my skills, goes back inside, and then now I'm going to clear some spheres. Again, same order, but this time there's a shadow axiom. So this one, I was able to skip that phase, but I'm just getting rid of the orbs because right when he starts the Berserk phase, he will actually summon the orbs again. So yeah, there it is again. I switched to Vida because this is where Vida shines, because the overdrive bar gets cleared pretty fast as long as well, as soon as you got your skill 2 activated. So here you got to be careful. I think okay, he missed the orb, which is good, but yeah, this because you don't really see because in Berserk phase you don't see the red zones of where he's dashing. You have to look at the map. You look at the map of where that arrow is facing. But yeah, you can see that Vida just cleared that bar really quickly. And then I just transformed with Patia, with Ramiel, so that I can get that debuff and then move out the circle. I got hit, so I lost my life shield, so it's a pretty bad, bold move there. Okay, so it's a shadow axiom, so I want to avoid that zone and also avoid the purple area when he's throwing someone, because that does a ton of damage. You don't want to get hit by that. So light dogma. Now I'm going to switch back to, well, I switched to Vida, but now I'm going to switch to Joker to continue to do some damage. So one thing to note is I kind of still use Joker. I don't just focus on Vida. I use Joker. I use Joker whenever he breaks, and also when his bar for the overdrive bar is like half, is at the half mark, because the AI would be okay doing the Force Strike attack, because AI is not the best using Vida, just dodging some of his attacks, but I still got hit. But it's okay. I'm sure Grace will give me a shield in a moment. Here I was lucky. I saved up some skills and I used skill 2 using Joker to get rid of the Cataclysm. Now I use Arsene, and he's about to break again. So he breaks, which is nice. And then I'm just gonna spam some more skills with Arsene, and then afterwards I think it's almost time to switch back to Vida. And I move out of the circle. I use skill 2, and then I will continue to spam that. Okay, so this part I was kind of scared, but luckily, yeah, a lot of people panic. I personally do, and here is the part where, yeah, I was able to clear the Cataclysm, just spam some skills. And then I was really lucky this time because he's just standing there, and the Shadow Axiom one is pretty safe to just spam skills, just watch his attacks and swipes. And then I'm just taking my time, don't want to get hit by that purple, so just dodge, and then the AI just finished off Cayenne for me. So I still had 1 minute and 15 seconds left. So next, yeah, so this is my first clear. Took a long time and many attempts, but finally got it. So I'm really really happy here. So next I'm going to show you my comp and talk about it a little bit. So yeah, again, this is my first clear, as you can see here. Got my weekly done for the first time in 3 weeks, I think. So felt pretty good. Don't want to press the cancel button. I'm sure I can do it again now that I got it covered. But I'm going to show you the comp now. Okay, so this is my team. I have Patia, Vida, Joker, and Grace. I don't have Azazel, so that's why for Grace I have Niddhog. So Niddhog and Arsene for Joker, and Fatalis. It's only 2 unbind right here. And also I have Ramiel full unbind. And then in terms of the skill share, I have this is Sinoa's skill share. And then I have Yuya's skill share, Rowdy Rumbler. I think you can still use Templar Hope skill share as well. In terms of the prints, I have for Patia, I have Force Charge 3, Skill Haste, Healing Double Buff, Skill Haste again, and Shadow Buff Time. And then for Vida, I have the Gauge Accelerator, 35%, Force Strike, 50%, Skill Damage, 30%, Strength Double Buff, and the Overdrive Punisher. And again, for the weapon, I'm using the dragon, the Shadow Dragon fully unbind dagger. I didn't actually unlock a second dagger for Agito, but I realized it wasn't necessary. For Joker, I have Arsene, and I have the dagger skill, 40%, skill crit damage double buff. I think you can replace this if you don't have this, but it does help. Flurry strength 20%, dagger crit rate 12%, and strength double buff. And lastly, for Grace, I have HP, skill prep 100%, skill haste 8%, and healing double buff. So those are all my skills, and yeah, hopefully this can help you in your runs, and I wish you good luck, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.